Welp, tomorrow is my birthday. Or should I say today, because I'm going to try and upload it tomorrow. I don't know. Might be late, might be early, might be right on time. Either way, tomorrow's my birthday. I'm going to copy Cody Ko. He always makes these videos every year when he goes on BuzzFeed to look the age he is turning or the age he just was, or whatever. I don't know if this is gonna be a good video or not. It probably won't be, but yeah. So yeah, uh, I am turning 16. Here's a 15 things I learned at 15. Jeez, there's so much text. I'm not reading all that. Too long didn't read. Jeez. Entering high school is a new and exciting experience, but remember that you are here to educate yourself. Any adolescent drama you may be experiencing won't mean a thing at the 10-year reunion. This is assuming that I want to like see people again in 10 years. Why would I want to see people again when I could like not see people again? Okay, but it did get it right. I did start high school at 15. It was probably the most chill year of all time. Jesus, these ads. Oh my gosh. You know, I didn't do amazing. I didn't do terrible. It was just a very chill year. That's about it. Grades do not define your intelligence. If it says the best you can achieve, then feel proud. That's fine, I guess. I mean, I agree. Grades kind of just define like how hard you try in school, I feel like, rather than having knowledge on things. I don't know what I'm talking about. You're meeting tons of new people at this point, but don't forget your old friends. That if they can love you through your awkward phase, they will probably love you through anything. That's amazing. Incredible. I feel like I didn't make a single new friend in high school this year, or my freshman year. Like, I did just keep up with my old friends. That's about it. I even, reconnected with some old friends from like elementary, middle school, but didn't make any new friends. That's about it. Popularity doesn't exist. The imaginary hierarchy of high school disappears as soon as you walk out the doors. There's a hierarchy of popularity? I didn't know about this. Don't hang out with someone just because they're cool. That's why I hang out with people, because they're cool and I like them though. You think I'm gonna hang out with someone that isn't cool? Remind yourself that your parents are getting older. Dang. We're all getting older. Take advice from your mother. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. All these other ones kind of suck, but that one's pretty good, I think. My reputation is a real thing. My circle of friends, the person I'm dating. Why would anyone date in high school? That's like pretty early, I think. Yeah, whatever. These are just very general like things I feel like I don't know, any person can see these things. Try new things. If you want to take French, sign up for the class. My school only has Spanish, so that doesn't help. And also, most of the time, that class fills up almost instantly for the juniors and seniors. So, yeah. If you want to try out for cheerleading despite not knowing how to do a cartwheel, go for it. That's quite funny. I feel like this was not written for me to be reading it, to be honest. I do know how to do a cartwheel, actually. Meet your newest enemy, procrastination. Binge watching another episode or finishing an English essay, turn off Netflix. Not Netflix, that would be YouTube. And there's just always something to fixate on that is not schoolwork. Procrastination has been a thing, not just with school, but with even working on my own videos for years and years and years. So just not this year. Not only. You'll lose everything from pens to friends. What are you talking about, article? I use like the same exact pencil from like the beginning of the first quarter to like the start of like the third. It gets to be like this small by the end of it, but like, you gotta stay reliable to the original pencil that you get on like the first day. I also procrastinate to like actually like sharpen my pencils, so they end up getting extremely dull and I just use the same one. Others' triumphs are not your downfalls. What does that mean? Like when somebody else succeeds, it means that I am not the worst in the world. I'm trying to think of how someone would come to that conclusion. Another person's beauty is not the absence of your own. Another's knowledge does not make you any less intelligent. I mean, it kind of does in a sense. I feel like generally people should have a knowledge of like just general things. And if they don't, then I'll probably make fun of them for it in my head. No, he doesn't love you. You've been dating for 3 weeks. Yup. This this was written for me. Trust your intuition, even if it means going to a movie instead of a huge party. What huge party? Are there any huge parties that happen? Social media only shows you as much as the person wants you to see. Everything has been edited and transformed into a fake perceptions of someone's perfect life. On the other hand, be especially conscientious about what you post online. Know when to log off. This is a very good, this one's actually quite good, I feel like. You know, we generally only show the best versions of ourselves, except for the people on Twitter, which spam their opinions about everything all the time. I feel like I don't really tend to show my perfect life on social media. I still feel like an absolute mess on here, but you know, I am quite careful about what I do post. I try not to overshare. I try to only stick to generally positive things, not really share my opinion online, because I feel like I don't really value my own opinion that much, so why should anyone else value my opinion on random stuff that happens in the world? So, you know, I just try not to worry about it too much. Write your locker combination down. We don't use lockers, so yeah. I mean, there's like tons of lockers in the hallways in my school, but like nobody ever used them. I think I've seen someone use them like once, and everybody in the hallway was just looking at them like, oh my gosh, you're actually using the locker? This is like a rare occurrence. I'm just kidding. I was probably the only one who actually paid attention. Walk on the right side of stairs. Well, everybody knows the left side is for the people going down the stairs and the right side is for the people going up. Alright, 15 things I have learned in 15 years. Let's see if this is accurate. Be kind to others. Yeah, that's pretty bland and true, I guess. I didn't really learn that, especially when I was 15. Sleep. We all need a good night of sleep. I can't function like a regular human being without my 8 hours of sleep. You know, the thing is, I want to get less than 8 hours of sleep because I would like to fix my sleep schedule. It is very bad. Like, I really need to wake up at like 9 in the morning one morning and go to sleep at like 1 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning, 8 hours of sleep. I wake up at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Not the greatest thing in the world. Really need to fix it. It's very difficult. Don't take things for granted. Yeah. That seems like an average person thing. This is written in the midst of lockdown, I guess. Yep. That's a pretty average, bland person thing, you know? Have gratitude for being in the present and stuff like that. It is okay not to be okay. Isn't that like an oxymoron though? Like, I feel like generally it's not okay not to be okay. I don't know, the sentence is confusing me. But yeah, you know, that's a pretty bland average person thing to say as well. Talk to people. Make time to look at yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Experiment with your look. Okay, this one's not that important, but okay. Fake it till you make it. What does that mean? Jeez, there's just so much text. Okay, to sum it up, here's the too long didn't read. If you want to be confident, you have to want to become confident. You have to have best friends who constantly lift you up. And okay, I don't know, whatever. Everything you do matters. I mean, to an extent, but like, I'm trying to think of a funny example of like something that doesn't matter a whole ton. Will it affect my life in the long run if I like comment on like every single YouTube video I watch for the rest of my life? You know, every choice in your life leads up to the present. Do what you love and do it well. Yeah, that's pretty much what every human being should do. You can't go through life without taking risks. Yep, that's pretty live every day like it's your last. I mean, yeah, like not every single day is guaranteed, so be grateful and stuff like that. If you have something to say or put out to the world, do it now instead of later. I don't know. Realistically, live every day like it's your last. How would you live your last day? Like, I feel like if you knew it was your last day, that would be like very sad and depressing. So would you like go all out? Would you go to like Universal and ride the Velocicoaster 100 times? Or would you like be sentimental about it and like spend time with family? This is just very varied. There's a lot of different ways you could take this. Celebrate the small things too. You know, that thrill that you feel on your birthday or during the holiday season. The same thrill you feel when you find out you did well on your exams. I don't know. I don't really feel a thrill when I'm on my birthday. I kind of just feel slightly older. And also, like, when I found out I did fairly well on my math exam this year. I kind of just took it as like oh cool, I passed. I don't have to do summer school. I think I got like an 81. I was just like, all right, I'm not super dumb. I'll take it. You know, I strive for mediocre. I don't strive for anything amazing. Certain day-to-day activities give a similar thrill and should always be a reason to celebrate. I'm not telling you to throw a party every time you finish your homework, but if one day you have a lot of homework and you still manage to finish at a decent time, treat yourself with an extra special dessert. Does this mean like literal dessert, like cake, or like just speaking generally, like relax or something? Your best is good enough. Yeah, sure, that's pretty general, but I always strive to get better no matter how good I am. Most of the time, I don't really feel like I am that good at what I do, so always get better. Not everything you see on social media is real. It's the exact same thing as before. Okay, whatever. 16 things you should know by your sweet 16. Oh, geez. I don't know if I want to read this one. You don't have to be a people pleaser. Doing what others want you to isn't as important as doing what's best for you. You don't need to be good at everything. I'm definitely not good at everything. I suck at walking even. So yeah. With so much pressure to be the best, I can feel like you have to be a master at every single thing. I don't know, I don't put much pressure on myself, to be honest. I put a lot of pressure on myself to just generally get through it. Being really good at one thing is just as valuable as being okay at a lot of things. That's why I like bowling. I can suck at everything else, but you know, I can always fall back on bowling. Nobody has it all figured out. Yup, it's okay to like different things than your friends do. I mean, people are different people. That seems self-explanatory. Like that SpongeBob episode where Squidward lives in like the same house as everybody else. Or like that other one where SpongeBob is quote unquote normal. Hey, I'm normal. When he was like circular. Feelings are temporary visitors. Yeah, you generally don't feel the same way all the time for the rest of your life. Self-explanatory. Oh, geez. Yeah. Who wrote this? Figuring out who you are is a process. Obviously. It's also not a process at the same time, though. Usually, you know your name from a very young age. Like, I could go up to someone at 3 years old and say, hey, I'm Evan. You know what I mean? Like, I knew who I was at 3. Don't waste your energy on trying to be friends with people who don't love you for you. Uh-huh. You don't need a date for anything. What is that word? Heteronormativity is a sham. Alcohol solves no problems. This is a list for 16-year-olds? Are 16-year-olds drinking alcohol? You're allowed to have boundaries. Follow your gut. Yeah, I know exactly what this means, you know? When my body is telling me, no, there isn't any room for dessert, you know, go for it. There somehow will be room for dessert. That's what that means, right? Okay, sometimes your friends think something is cool or want you to do something when you're... That's not about having more room for dessert. Do I have old sense of humor? I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. Your teen years don't have to be the best ones of your life. Things don't have to be so serious. Alright, whatever. I didn't get much from that. But yeah, hopefully this year's alright, you know? Ooh!